Only have a day until election day, so I am here, the political expert, to make my predictions on who I think will win the next presidential election. I have gone through all of the data, all of the charts, every news source, all places of Earth, all walks of life, both sides of the political spectrum or whatever. And I have come to one single conclusion that I will talk about at the end when I finally say my conclusion. But I would just like to talk about what I have studied from all this data. It seems that in Virginia, Joe Biden is probably going to win. That is what I have been seeing, at least from the way that Virginia is a purple state and that it is Republican and Democrat. I don't really know everything, so it could be Republican for all I know, because it's a purple state or whatever it's called. It's Republican and Democrat. But we have to factor in people like Kanye, a major presidential candidate who has a high chance of winning, comparatively to Joe Biden, who has probably about he has a lesser chance of winning. But I think Kanye has a strong support from fans of people like Joe Rogan. He has more music plays. How many Grammys does Joe Biden have? I don't know. I don't know how many Grammys Kanye has, but I know he peed on one of his or something. But I just think it is a safe prediction to assume that someone like Kanye would win, not somebody risky like, I don't know, Bernie Sanders, Jeb Bush, George Clooney, all of those other people. But I really think that Kanye has a hard chance of winning, at least somewhere. Somewhere he has a chance of winning, and maybe he'll win. We can all just change it by ourselves. We don't need a government. We don't need any of these people. We need Kanye government to get rid of this unchristian like government that is ravaging the world in its horrible unchristian ways. I'm just gonna be flat out and honest with you. I am pretty much 90% sure that this person will win. The person I've been talking about this whole entire time. Person who I feel that will win. And, it's just like, it's so obvious. You have all of these different factors, yet there's somebody out there who is completely non involved and is out there doing something completely different than anybody else out there running for president. And you know, I just I just have to go with my instincts and what I feel who's going to win, because it really doesn't, at the end of the day, the charts and stuff, and the polls don't really matter. In the end, it's pretty much who you feel is going to win, not about who actually wins. But it's just like, I have a confession to make. I know exactly who's going to win. I am actually a time traveler from the future. Yes. I am. I know who wins, and it might shock you. Might shock you who wins. But I will talk about that later. I just think we need to not stop being divided. We need to vote on one person who is more advanced than the rest of our society, one person with more class than the rest of us, one who knows more about pop culture, more hip, more lyrical, you know. I'll just be disappointed if the timeline I time traveled in will be wrong, but you know, you can't always be right with time travel, right? But I know who's gonna win. It's a clear race. It's clearly Eminem, the only person who is lyrical enough, hip enough to understand the way the world works. Him, even though he isn't really a political candidate, I feel like somebody like Joe Biden would definitely give up his seat if he wins to Eminem. Even Eminem was in one of the campaign music videos or something. I don't know. But I am certain in my heart that Eminem will win. Eminem will win president of 2020. The day of reckoning will come. Eminem will win. Us Eminem fans will finally rise and have our freedom.